Hi, my name is Ramirez. I'm an employee benefits and risk management consultant here at Fusco Senior Insurance Services. Today we have Mike Fusco, president of our agency. He's focusing today on a very important topic that many businesses are finding issues with, and that's cybercrime. Mike, throughout this year, has spent quite a bit of time working with our customers, colleagues, as well as insurance partners, in educating them in regards to the risk associated with cybercrime, as well as ways to mitigate that type of exposure. So Mike, appreciate the time today.
Thank you, Rick.
As far as cybercrime is concerned, why the focus and the insurance behind it?
You know, you hear about these cyber attacks on companies like Target. You know, that was a big one initially, where people had, you know, their payment information stolen. Yeah, then you hear about Marriott, then you hear about British Airways, then you hear about recently Capital One. You know, most of our customers, small to medium-sized companies, they're not at risk, right?
Yeah.
Complete fallacy.
Okay.
So, I think what really prompted me to get involved heavily with educating people in cybercrime, cyber attacks, cyber protection, cyber insurance, is last year. Probably, I think it was around October, November last year, I made a call, just a regular renewal call, to one of my great clients. And, you know, in conversation, I asked him how he was doing, how the business was going, and he told me how he got a cyber breach. Basically held all his data, all his files, all his architectural plans, all his client drawings, everything he's done, ransom.
Okay.
Until he paid these people who were overseas in Bitcoin thousands of dollars to release his data back to him. He couldn't do anything, and his business was done.
It's unbelievable.
At a complete standstill. And he said the havoc that it caused on not only his clients, because he couldn't access any of the information for them that he had created, but his company, he couldn't do anything for 3 to 4 weeks. Until he was able to finally figure out how he could pay these people, how to communicate with them, and how to get his files back.
Well, for the viewers out there, ransomware, obviously we're in the industry, we are familiar with these terms, but for our viewers out there, can you take a deeper dive as far as what ransomware is and what it entails?
I think something that people need to realize is that a large percentage, and I've read up to 90% of cyber crimes starts from human error. So what that means is a good cyber criminal, a good hacker, is going to prey on humans, not machines. Ransomware is typically sent to people via email, because what happens is people, they might click on something, they realize, oh man, I should never clicked on that.
Yeah.
That wasn't really from my manager, or that wasn't really from, you know, Dropbox or Office 365. You know, that was from a person trying to infiltrate my system. And then people, you know, they made a mistake. They realized they made a mistake, but they don't want to tell anybody.
Yeah.
And then they say, oh, nothing happened. My machine seems to be, you know, it's going good. Everything's working fine.
Sure.
But then 6 months later, all their files are corrupted. And not only theirs, but the whole network. Because when you're on a company network, it can infiltrate the entire server and the whole network, and now the company can't work. And it can bring a company to a complete standstill, where you can't do anything.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you mentioned user error. So what other types of crimes can occur by user error?
Yeah. So the two big ones now are the ransomware, which I mentioned, and then funds transfer fraud. They'll social engineer themselves. They'll put themselves to being that vendor, that supplier. And then they'll email an employee in the company in the accounts payable division or in the accounting department and say, you owe us $50,000, please wire it to this account.
Wow.
Well, without checking, the employee used to doing business with these people, because it comes from a person that they're used to doing business with, right?
Yeah.
They're going to send the $50,000. That money's gone. Gone to the wrong account somewhere overseas. You're never going to be able to recover that.
You mentioned education and training. What do some of the business owners do to lessen their cyber attacks?
Something that a business owner should always do is they should be on top of the trends in cybercrime. So you should if you own a small business or medium-sized business, you should always know what the latest in cyber criminal activity is.
Yeah.
And where they're trying to breach, what they're trying to steal.
Yeah.
And how they're trying to get into your network. So keep up with the topics, keep up with the trends, meet with your people regularly, let them know what's going on, let them know what to look out for, give them tips. A small tip is when you get an email, let's say it's from, you think it might be from Dropbox. If you click on the actual name of the sender, it will open up the email address and you'll notice that it doesn't look anything like it should.
Yeah.
Another thing is you can put a notification on your external emails. So any email coming from the outside in, you can put like a banner on it that says this is an external email.
Oh,
Please double check before sending.
Yeah.
Or before opening it. Another thing is if you get an email from someone that suggests to be your manager or the owner of your company, and you think it might look strange, don't reply to that email. Open up a whole new one to that person and say, hey, did you send me an email regarding a link that you wanted me to open? Even from a client. I mean, I've had situations where I've gotten emails from clients when it wasn't really that client, but I thought it looked weird because it's not their normal way of emailing me or communicating with me. So what I've done is I've called them, hey, did you just send me this email with a link of some documents I need to read or some insurance requirements you want me to look over? Oh no, that wasn't me, I got hacked, don't open it. Things like that, just know what to look out for, train your people. Another big thing is having a great IT company on your side. You know, hiring a good IT company and spending whatever it takes. You know, it might be expensive, but a good IT company is worth their weight in gold. Because they keep up with the trends. They know what new patches need to be installed. They know what software you could use to really improve your network security. They know what type of internal firewalls you can install. You know, these guys, this is what they do. And they're going to keep up with it and keep up with your network. They're going to monitor it. They're going to make sure that you have all the updated versions of your software. Really important.
Well, it sounds like it's some pretty scary stuff. Sounds like it's always ever changing, and you have to just be very proactive.
Absolutely.
Day after day. But with that said, let's talk about the ramifications behind cyber attacks. What happens?
Okay, so it's kind of twofold. So think about it as there's your company and what a cyber attack can do directly to impact and hurt your firm. And then the other side of it is what can it do to hurt your clients? So for one, if you think you had a cyber attack, you know, first of all, you have to hire someone, a forensic expert, to come in and figure out where the attack went. You know, what it infiltrated in your network. The cost of that is phenomenal. I mean, it could cost $500 an hour to hire a forensic expert to come in, look through your system, and that could take, I mean, on average it takes 3 weeks for them to figure out exactly what's been damaged, destroyed, or captured in the cyber attack. So right there alone, think about how much money that can cost. Second is, there's notification laws. You have to notify your clients and anyone that you have data on. If your customer's social security information or payment information has been infiltrated or stolen, you have to provide credit monitoring services on them for up to 2 years. That could cost up to $7 per person. Notification costs $5 per person. You know, an attorney, in case you get sued, $500 an hour. Replacement of your hardware and all your machinery. If you did pay ransom, there's money right there that you lost. Business interruption, you can't operate there's revenue loss for day one. And then reputational harm, that's huge. Imagine having to tell your client that your system was breached and they stole your client's social security number. Even though it was nothing that you did, it wasn't your fault, you didn't mean to do it. It could be enormous.
Well, let's piggyback on that. Just read an article that 60% of businesses fold after 6 months of a cyber attack. Can you talk a little bit more about that, as well as some of the insurance products out there that are available to help mitigate some of those costs?
Absolutely, yeah. So research suggests that small businesses, once a small business suffers a cyber breach, 60% of them will be out of business within 6 months of that cyber attack. I've done a lot of research on protection for businesses in the insurance industry and what type of products are out there for cyber insurance. that could protect the business from A to Z if a cyber attack were to happen. So I vetted many carriers, I vetted many companies, and I found a particular product, and one that we actually use to protect our company, and that I've offered many of our clients, and I will continue to, that offers a range of coverage from first party to third party, 7 different insurance sections. It starts with the first party coverage, so the cost to come in, look over your network, to rebuild your network, to replace your computers, your business interruption, your ransom that you may have to get repaid, your cryptocurrency that you paid out.
Yeah.
Down all the way down to third party coverage. You get sued. You know, you have to notify people. You have to pay for their credit monitoring. You know, companies sue you because their data was stolen. I mean, it's just a whole range of different products.
Sounds extensive.
It's extensive. It's a really great product, and one that you can rely. If something were to happen, you could really rely on it. Not to mention, this particular company gives all their policyholders 5 free risk management tools. That it's about, and I've used them. It's a $5,000 value, but for 5 different tools of companies that will come in. They'll do vulnerability scans on your network, and they provide you full-on reports. They'll do interviews with you to ask you, how your network's set up, what type of programs and systems you have in place to prevent cyber attacks, and then they'll give you an entire proposal or analysis on where you can improve, where you may have shortcomings, whatever it may be. Training programs. They'll give you training programs that you can send to your staff. Videos and programs that they can watch and learn where these types of attacks may be coming from and what to do if they think they might have got one. All types of things. I mean, really, really good stuff.
Sounds like a very thorough process.
And something, again, $5,000 worth of risk management tools for free. Just for being part of being a policyholder. Which to me, that's a great value add.
Almost pays for itself.
Exactly. Or sometimes even less.
I
mean, the policies aren't extremely expensive. I mean, they're actually very reasonable. And I think it's, something that everyone should look at.
Perfect. Well, the cyber policy references sound like great options. Mike, thank you for the time today, and thank you for the education on what to look out there and what sort of services and resources are available to consumers and business owners out there in order to protect themselves and their businesses.
Thank you, Ray. Thank you, everyone. If you wanted to call me or speak directly about any of the information that Ray and I spoke about, my direct dial is 858-384-1507. You can also email me at mike@foagency.com. I could send you, if you want more information about the risk management tools that I spoke about that I've used for my company, or anything about the insurance program that I mentioned, let me know. Ray mentioned we have a cyber learning center online. I update that with trends in cyber crime. So, you can bookmark it and keep up with it. I also have an RSS feed in there from some top cyber attack websites that speak about all the latest and unfortunately greatest in cyber criminals, because they're always ahead of us. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Ray, for taking the time.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you, guys.